Did you miss me? Oh, and Kuzu-san-pula.
Hey, my name is Fassil and welcome back to another episode of Fassil Eats the World. Today, we'll be visiting the mountainous country of Bhutan.
Bhutan is a South Asian country located in the eastern Himalayas and is landlocked by China to the north and India to the south. Bhutan is unsurprisingly a fairly mountainous country with peaks in the north exceeding 7,000 meters high, with its highest peak, Gangkar Punsam, being the highest unclimbed mountain in the world. However, Bhutan is extremely geographically diverse, with coniferous forests in central Bhutan and subtropical forests to the south. Bhutan is so green that it's known as a carbon sink nation, which means that it absorbs more carbon than it produces. A quick cool fact is that the Druk, or thunder dragon, is an important symbol in Bhutan and is prominently featured on their flag. The Druk is so integral to national identity that the Bhutanese call their country Drukyul, which means land of the thunder dragon. They call their head of state Drukyalpo, which means dragon king, and they call themselves Drukpa, which means dragon people. Speaking of Drukpa, let's talk demographics. Bhutan is mostly made up of people who identify as the... You know what? I'm not going to even try and butcher that. They're also known as the Eastern Bhutanese and the Western Bhutanese. Although the Eastern Bhutanese make up a larger portion of the population, political power lies with the Western Bhutanese, as the king and many of the political elite identify as such. Despite this, both these groups are culturally closely related to Tibet. This is in contrast to the... can't pronounce that, but they're also known as the Southern Bhutanese, who are an ethnic minority in the country with Nepalese ancestry. In the 1980s, in an effort to homogenize Bhutan, the Bhutanese government enacted a one nation, one people policy to exert the cultural and political dominance of the majority Drukpa. These laws resulted in the forced deportation of 100,000 plus Southern Bhutanese in 1988, which was about 1/6 of their total population at the time. Well, on a lighter note, let's talk cuisine. Bhutanese cuisine uses a lot of red rice, buckwheat, maize, and datshi, which is a cheese made of yak or cow's milk. Datshi is quite ubiquitous in Bhutanese cooking, and instead of eating it raw, they use it to make sauces. Today, we are making a datshi dish called EMI DATSHI, which is a simple dish of chili peppers, onions, and cheese. And with all that introduction out of the way, let's get to the cooking. 1 red onion, sliced, 1 tomato, and then we'll weigh out 10 ounces of chili peppers, Thai specifically. Alright, that was only 3.7 ounces of Thai chili, so I'm gonna need a lot more than that. 9.6, 9.7, 9.9, 10 ounces. Perfect. So we're gonna chop all these chilies up. So just keep chopping until you get to the end. It's gonna take a while, but eventually you'll get there, so just keep going. This is a lot of Thai chili peppers. So if you're from Bhutan, please let me know. Do you guys really eat this many chili peppers? Because, yeah, no joke. Like, I thought I liked spicy food, but this is next level for one dish. And last but not least, 3 cloves of garlic. So go ahead and just place your garlic in your garlic presser. And push, look at that. This makes my life so much easier. We're gonna start by throwing in 1 tablespoon of butter. And then we'll add our onions and tomatoes. So once you've given that a good stir, we're gonna go ahead and add our chili peppers. Okay. And then we're just gonna let that cook for a little while longer. We're gonna go ahead and add our garlic. And then mix that in. After the garlic is cooked a little, we're gonna add 1 cup of water. Give that a quick toss. With some pepper. Some salt. Give that one final mix. And then cover and let it cook until the peppers become tender. Once it's cooked a little bit, you're gonna remove the lid. Give it one final mix. Throw in 10 ounces of cheese. So you're supposed to use yak cheese, but I wasn't able to find that, so I did a little research, and apparently a combination of cheddar, farmer, and feta cheese will get you a close approximate to yak cheese. Gonna spread that out like that. Put the lid back on and let that melt. Finally, it's time to plate. So we're gonna start by throwing on some rice. Let's do 2 scoops. A nice hearty bowl. Or, okay. There we go. Okay. And then a scoop of the EMI DATSHI. Oh. Some of that broth. No, I'm just gonna cover the rice. Make it look. There we go. Without further ado, finally, it's time to take a bite of EMI DATSHI. Okay, definitely spicy. Check the spice. Definitely cheesy. Check the cheese. Has an eggy taste, even though there are no eggs. So I don't know what that's about, but that's a thing. But good. I don't think I've ever had. Oh, I've had tofu. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever had like a rice dish without meat. But I've had tofu before. But it's good. It's different. It's creamy. So it's like creamy and rice. I don't know if that usually goes together, but it's definitely good. Definitely wakes you up. Like if you had this first thing in the morning, like definitely because of the heat, definitely wakes you up. In terms of the balance of flavors, it's really good. Okay, if you're making this at home, maybe don't use 10 ounces of chili. What? People of Bhutan, are you really eating this? What the? How do you? Cause I'm good with spice, but this is. I got a new camera guy. Camera guy, do you want to try? He says no. He says no. Okay, that was a no from him. Oh my! I'm sweating. Do you see? Oh my god. So earlier in the video, I was talking about like the Eastern Bhutanese and the Western Bhutanese and the Southern Bhutanese, and I know this is a very popular dish all over the country. So, are there differences in the variation? Is there a variation of this dish where they don't use as much chili peppers? Because that's the version I want to try and eat in the future. Because, I mean, it's good, and I'm kind of like I can't stop eating because it's that good. Also, I'm pretty hungry. It's essentially the first meal I've had all day. Oh my god, it's hot. But it's spicy. It's really, and I really thought the cheese would cut the heat. I mean, there's 10 ounces of cheese, so I thought the cheese, like, you know, when you drink milk after eating spicy food, I really thought that would help with the heat, but no. Oh my. Whew. People of Bhutan, like always, I always ask, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Do you guys really use 10 ounces of chili? Was this recipe just trying to hurt me? Just hurt me deep down. Hurt me, you know, later on in my bottom area. Catch my drift. But again, like I said earlier, let me know what I did right. Let me know what I did wrong. Let me know your family's variations, your local variations from around the country. Like I say, I always want to revisit these countries. So if you have another popular dish you want me to try, maybe something without spice in it. Even though I like spice, but Bhutanese, man, you guys are on another level. Next up, we got Bolivia. I'm 95% sure that's in Northwest South America. I want to say that at least. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I don't really know much about it, so I don't know what to expect. I want to say it's going to be meaty because I did Argentina and I know they have a very rich meat culture. And then I think I did one other South American country, which is escaping me right now. Or maybe it was a Central American country, but I remember they're into their meats. So I think it's gonna be a meat dish. So if you happen to be from Bolivia and you are watching this video, please give me suggestions. I would love to hear what you have to say. But other than that, as always, my name is Fassil. This has been Fassil Eats the World, Bhutan. Until next time, peace.